I never imagined that a single night could destroy everything I had built so carefully. My marriage, my reputation, the picture-perfect life everyone envied, all of it shattered in an instant. Daniel, my husband, was kind, steady, loyal, the sort of man people said I was fortunate to have. And they were right. But somewhere inside me, I hungered for something more. I missed the rush, the danger, the intoxicating feeling of being wanted the way I once was. When Ethan appeared, confident, magnetic, and dangerously charming, I let myself be drawn in. It started harmlessly enough, a few playful messages, some late-night phone calls that lasted too long, and finally, plans to meet at a friend's private gathering. That night, I told Daniel I was attending a charity event. I didn't know he'd decide to follow me. The house was a lavish estate on the edge of the city, glowing with soft lights and filled with the hum of laughter, music, and the quiet clinking of champagne glasses. Ethan was already there when I arrived, and when his eyes met mine, everything else, my marriage, my promises, my guilt, seemed to disappear. The air was thick with temptation, and I convinced myself I could handle it. He leaned close, his voice teasing. "You're sure he has no idea?" I laughed lightly. "He trusts me too much to ever question me." Those words would become my undoing. I believed I was being clever, discreet. But Daniel had already seen everything, the deleted messages, the late calls. He had stayed silent, not out of ignorance, but calculation. When Ethan and I slipped upstairs, the noise of the party faded into a distant murmur. My heart raced, not from love, but from the forbidden thrill of what I was about to do. Then the door opened. Daniel stood there. He didn't look angry. That would have been easier. His calmness was terrifying. Behind him stood several people. Friends, colleagues, even his sister. My world froze. Ethan backed away instantly, and I felt the blood drain from my face. I opened my mouth to explain, but Daniel raised his hand, stopping me without a word. In his other hand was his phone, unlocked, displaying every message, every picture, every lie. His voice was low, steady. "I didn't come here for your excuses. I came to show you, I know everything." Then he connected his phone to the speakers. My voice filled the room. Every laugh, every whisper, every confession I'd made played aloud. "He'll never find out. He trusts me completely. Sometimes I don't even know why I married him. I feel alive with you." And in that moment, I realized just how completely I had destroyed my own life. Ethan. Not with him. Every sentence struck like a blow, shattering the image everyone had of me, the devoted wife, the loyal friend, the perfect hostess. I saw Daniel's expression change with each word, sympathy turning to disgust, confusion hardening into judgment. Tears streamed down my face as I pleaded, "Please, stop." But he didn't. He let every message play until there was nothing left but silence, thick, heavy, suffocating, like smoke after a blast. When he finally spoke, his voice was calm, steady. "You said you felt alive with someone else. I hope this is worth destroying our marriage for." His words weren't cruel. They were simply true. And that truth cut deeper than any accusation ever could. The room seemed to shrink around me as Ethan stood motionless, torn between staying and escaping. Someone, I can't even remember who, took his arm and led him out. No one defended me. No one said it was a mistake. I reached for Daniel, desperate to make him see me, to explain, but he stepped back as if my touch might burn. "Don't," he said, eyes bright with the pain I'd caused. "You didn't think of me when you lied. Don't think of me now." The shame was crushing. I had never felt so exposed, so stripped of dignity. He walked out, leaving me surrounded by people who now saw me clearly, not as a victim, not as the wronged wife, but as a liar caught in her own web. The music below had stopped. The laughter was gone. Only whispers remained, whispers about me. The women who once smiled now turned away. The men who once admired me avoided my eyes. I sank to the floor, burying my face in my hands, wishing I could vanish, wishing I could turn back time just 1 hour. But it was over. Every secret I'd buried had risen to the surface, blazing under the harsh light of truth. And Daniel, the man who had loved me, trusted me, given me everything, walked away without a single look back. That night didn't just end my marriage. It destroyed the version of myself I had spent years building. The illusion of control, of cleverness, of safety. I thought I was untouchable. I was wrong.